What is up guys, Ben and welcome back to episode number 23 of Mission Milan. If you haven't seen my other 22 episodes, do be sure to go and check at least one or two of them out guys, come on. They're all on my channel, so do be sure to head over there. Link will probably be in the description to a playlist and maybe on the screen now if I remember to do it. I probably won't because I very rarely remember to do it. But anyway, if you do want to go and see them, do be sure to check them out. Just showing you the league table now. We do have two games in hand, we do have one game in hand, sorry, and we are 3 points clear. So if we win or draw the next game, we are champions of the Serie A, which is a fantastic result in itself. It wasn't the aim of the episode, or the series, sorry. The aim, of course, was to win the Champions League, and we got dicked on by Real Madrid. So it wasn't really a good way to end the series, or end the season, sorry. Obviously, the series will continue, so it wasn't a good way to end the season, but we will go into this next game. We'll be looking to win it, of course. We have had a really good season in the Serie A. The team performed really well, and you know, everything's absolutely on point. So we're going to get on into the game, as you can see, and you know, it was a quiet start to the game. They get a yellow card, Fernando Torres gets a goal, and then they get a, Kaka gets a yellow card, which is classic Kaka. I think it's Kaka, no, yeah it is. It's classic Kaka really to get carded, he's a dirty bastard. A couple of injuries, a couple of substitutions, nothing really important went on in this game, you know, and more substitutions. Getting on into the later stages of the game now. We get a second goal, and then that is pretty much the job done. That is the job done, and we are Serie A champions, which of course is a great achievement in itself. Only in our second year. The first year, it wasn't a great year for us in the first year. You know, Juve and Roma were very strong. But this season, you know, we hit back. We started the season with a 3-0 win against Inter Milan. And that sort of set the tone for the season. We've only lost 2 games in the whole season. I think we've drawn... By the end of this game, sorry, I think we win this game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we win this game. I'll ruin it for you now. You know, we win this game, and I think it was played 38, won 28, drawn 8, lost 2. We had the best defensive record, the best attacking record. We obviously had the best goal difference. It was just a really good season. What I was going to say at the beginning of the video is sorry this episode is so long because we do finish the season here and then we go on into the next season and get all the transfers done really early rather than making it last over like 2 or 3 episodes like it has done before. I'm just going to make it last 1 episode, get all of the transfers done in the 1 episode, and then we can just crack on with the next season as quickly as we can. Looking to win the Serie A again, of course, and looking to have a better run, maybe a luckier run with a worse group and then a worse pull after the group because, you know, we had PSG and then Real Madrid. Hopefully we can get like PSG, the PSG are beatable, and then we get someone like Arsenal or Chelsea or Manchester City or Manchester United or whoever else makes it into the top 4. That would be pretty awesome if we could have a relatively easy group and then pull after that. But as you saw a minute ago, we won that last game, and then we do go on into TIM Cup final, which we obviously lost last year to Napoli. We have a game against Lazio in it this year in the final, so you know, after winning the Serie A, I'll be looking to win this. I'm not going to lie. It was it's not like it's not an important trophy, but I'm sure it would have added on to the transfer budget. And I will say now, I did get a one of the financial takeovers from the EAS catalogue because I was given 20 million, and on a budget of 20 million, you know, I lost Fernando Torres because his 2-year loan spell had gone. So I lost Fernando Torres, so you know, I couldn't replace Fernando Torres, an 83 rated striker, for 20 million, let alone improve the squad. So it's not really entertaining just to see that, is it? So I did make sure I went out and got one of those. I ended up with like 70 million, so I made some huge transfers. I know some people think it's cheating, but a lot of other people, including myself, when I'm watching a career mode, I think that it just adds to the entertainment of the series when the person has a lot of money to do a lot of stuff. Obviously not so much, they go out and buy Messi and Ronaldo and stuff, but you know, enough money basically. We do start things off and we do go 1-0 up, but they equalise shortly after that in this game. I was looking for a win. This does actually count as an away game because, as you can see, they're on the left and we're on the right, so it is basically an away game, although it is at a neutral ground. But it didn't go very well for us. We did end up losing again in the TIM Cup final. We're never going to win that bastard trophy, are we? But we move on, and like I said, it wasn't really a hugely important thing. And we move on into some emails, and I simulate through the time, and I'm just going to cut to the end of the season now, I think. As you see on the right hand side, we did finish at the top of the Serie A, sorry, and then we're going into some player awards. You know, no AC Milan player actually won any awards, which is kind of disappointing. You know, Bayern Munich win the Champions League. Diego Costa won Player of the BPL. Tevez won Player of the Serie A, and I actually won Manager of the Month, Manager of the Year, which is kind of cool. Got a lot of offers from international and international teams and stuff like that. And as you can see here, like I said, we have the best attacking, the best defensive, and so obviously the best goal difference. We obviously have the most points because we won it. And then, yeah, like I said, we won 28, drew 8, lost 2, which is a pretty damn good season, I'm not going to lie. We'll be looking to go undefeated next season, but, you know, that'll be a whole different kettle of fish sort of thing. So as you can see here, just the overview of the season. It was a pretty good season, you know. We got through the group stages, which we had quite a tough group stage. We needed to draw the last game in the group at least, and we were 2-1 down all the way to the 85th minute, and Hernandez scored, so we nearly didn't even make it out of the group stage. Which is it's good we did, so you know, it's pretty damn awesome. So we're going to simulate into the next season, and like I said, there are a few key positions that I need to make some key transfers on. Basically, like I said, Fernando Torres went back to Chelsea, and I was thinking I could buy him because he's quite old and he'd be quite cheap. Then I thought he's not really a player for the future sort of thing, so I wanted to get someone who was the same rated and younger, so he could be a player for the future and the present sort of thing. We also needed a new CDM. Nigel de Jong is good, but we needed someone that I think could play CDM and Cam, just in case my Cam gets injured. You know, we can bring on or we could change the formation even. So that is what I was thinking about doing. As you see here, I'm adjusting my... I did have 72 million, I think it was, but I adjusted it to 60 million, and then I can get £300,000 in wages. So we needed a new centre mid, and we definitely needed a new centre back, and you know, three key positions we need to upgrade, and I had 3 key targets. I will tell you the targets now. In the centre-back position, we did want to bring Thiago Silva back to AC Milan. Obviously, 31 years old is quite old for a centre... Well, I don't know. Yeah, I suppose it is quite old for a centre-back, but he's very good still. He's still very highly rated. He's got some very good stats still, and obviously he's an ex-AC Milan player. He was part of the Dream Milan squad, so you know, it's kind of important that we get him. The second player is Daniel Sturridge, who you see on your screen now. We obviously want him for the striker position. He's the same rated as Fernando Torres, only he's like 5 years younger, so there's a bigger chance of him getting to an 85, maybe even an 86 rated player. So we did want to bring Daniel Sturridge in to partner Hernandez up front. Obviously we have Santi Cazorla in behind, then Bonaventura on the left, El Shaarawy on the right, or El Shaarawy / Menez on the right. And then we needed a new centre defensive midfielder. And I was trying to think of a new CDM that I could buy, maybe Matic I was thinking about, but I was thinking then sort of, Matic is good, but he would cost a lot, wouldn't he, to bring, well, he would cost a lot to bring in. So then I thought of Yaya Toure, obviously again 33 years old, quite old, but then I thought, again, because he is quite old and he's still 87 rated, I thought it'd be quite cheap. And as you can see there, they say they want 11 million, but really I'll ruin it for you. They wanted 19 million. Which I couldn't actually quite afford, so I bought Thiago Silva and Daniel Sturridge, and then I'm trying to wait for another player to sell. Maybe Menez, waiting for Menez to sell, or maybe Honda, because Honda's getting on a little bit as well. Just waiting for one of those two to sell, so I can basically make sure I have enough for Yaya Toure. So that is pretty much all of the transfer news. Obviously, a lot of people were interested in Kaka. I had a couple of offers for Hernandez. I had a couple of offers for Danilo. Had a couple of offers. You know, there are a lot of players that I wanted to bring in as well. I was thinking about bringing in Alexis Sanchez, Koscielny, Coutinho. I tried dabbling in a new goalkeeper, but goalkeepers are very expensive. You know, Angel Di Maria I looked at, obviously very expensive again. Aguero I looked at, very expensive. Benzema. You know, Tevez, I thought about bringing Tevez in again because we tried bringing him in last year and we couldn't quite secure a signature of him. So we tried bringing him in, and you know, it's a bit of a pain, but you're seeing in the background now just offers being accepted and declined basically. Liverpool got a little bit greedy with Daniel Sturridge. I don't tend... When a club gets greedy, when they go so far over their value, like they're trying to go £12 million over the value, I don't tend to pursue him. But obviously, from last year's career mode and this year I did a career mode, like a personal career mode. I thought to myself, you know, Daniel Sturridge grows a lot, especially if he gets regular game time and you get his morale up and his form up. Then you know he tends to grow quite nicely indeed. As you can see, I didn't want to spend too much on Yaya Toure because I knew I'd have been cutting it fine buying Sturridge and Silva as well. So we do offer them, I think it's 15 million or 11 million, and Nigel de Jong. So I thought, you know, a CDM for a CDM plus cash, you know, could be worth it. but you know, I'm not really too sure. I might actually go in and try and get Matic because he's younger than Yaya. He's like 5 years younger, so he's 28 years old, and I have a feeling he's like 84 rated still. So we do accept Thiago Silva, and he is now a member of AC Milan, which is absolutely fantastic. You know, he is this sort of solid defender we need. So now we have Danilo on the right, Thiago Silva and Alex, and then Kaka as a substitute player along with Zapata and Rami. So we have a lot of depth in the defence, and then we have De Sciglio as the left back. Again, Kaka can play left back, so we can bring Kaka in if De Sciglio gets injured, and I think Kaka can also play right back, so you know, we can bring Kaka into the right back position as well. And then basically my starting team my dream starting team that is realistic will be Lopez in goal, because like I said, Leno and ter Stegen are the only really young goalkeepers that grow, apart from Courtois, and they're all stupidly expensive. So we have Diego Lopez in goal, then we have Danilo, Thiago Silva, Alex, De Sciglio, then we want Yaya Toure at CDM, Bonaventura on the left, El Shaarawy on the right, Cazorla at cam, Sturridge and Hernandez up front. You know, I think it's a really possible starting 11, and I think it'll be a really good starting 11. I think we can actually push for the Champions League with that team. This year we didn't really make, like I said, we had a decent run. We got to the quarterfinals, but we didn't really push. You know, we beat PSG, who are kind of a weak side. Then we got absolutely spanked by Real. We didn't even push Real. We scored 1 goal against them, and they scored, I think it was 5 or 6 against us. You know, so the defensive midfielder and another centre back was definitely needed in my opinion. And you know, hopefully, I didn't set up very smart. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't set up. I set up the game in the exact same style that I have been for the rest of the season. You know, attack, get the first goal. You know, sort of thing. I didn't think it's Real Madrid. Let's bring men behind the ball. Let's sit back and let's absorb the pressure. But you know, which I should have done. So it was more of a managerial error. Like I said, it's all just part of the learning process. I'm not one of the pros, if you will, at career mode. You know, I don't know everything there is to know about career mode like a lot of you guys do. So if you do have any tips for me at all, I know I'm doing quite a few things right. You know, obviously winning the Serie A, you've got to be doing some things right. On Legendary while simming every game as well, may I add. So, you know, got to be doing something right. But if you do have any tips or tricks or anything like that, then do let me know in the comments down below. Maybe a CDM that I'm not thinking about. Maybe a world-class CDM that just completely gone out of my mind for whatever reason. I was thinking about Sami Khedira, but he's like 20 million and stuff like that. So we do just go through the squad here and have a look at what's what, see who we can sell and stuff like that. And I realised that I haven't actually done any squad reports. And that's kind of weird, because I used to do a squad report on FIFA 13 every 3 or 4 episodes, just so you can see like the players going up by 1, like a few players going up by 1 and a few players staying the same, and maybe one going up by 2, you know, and it was all exciting stuff. I don't think I've done a single squad report on this FIFA yet, on this career mode, which is kind of weird. You know, I always used to do them, so it's something that I will add into my next episode, you know, which will be in 2 days time after you're seeing this. But we are approaching the end of the episode, guys, and the end of Season 2 of Career Mode. We'll be going into Season 3 pretty much straight away. There'll be no break. There'll be a 1-day break for James's journey. Hope you guys are enjoying that series. It seems to be going down very well views-wise and likes, so that's pretty awesome. But you're just adjusting the budget again, just to try and get Yaya Toure. I tried my luck with a little glitch that happened last year, when I bought a player, and then I bought another player, and then I went to sign the contract with the first player, and then I signed the contract, and then it just happened. It still let me do it, which is it's strange. But this year, it didn't actually let me do it. You'll see in a minute, it will say that I have insufficient funds or something like that. And you know, it's a bit of a pain, but you know, there's not really much I can do about that. But like I said, guys, we are coming to the end of the episode. If you can drop a like and a comment, that'd be pretty damn awesome. Don't forget to just say any tips or tricks, anything that I'm doing wrong, anything you want me to add to career mode, whether you want me to play the important games like Real Madrid and stuff like that. As you can see there, I have insufficient funds. Maybe if I played the Real Madrid game, I might have won it. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the episode. Do all that social media stuff, Facebook, Twitter, share it all over the place, share it with your friends and family. That'd be pretty awesome. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. It is 100% free if you're worrying about that. And, you know, hopefully I can continue this daily uploading for a good couple of months yet. But anyway, guys, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.